This poor dog's back legs were paralyzed, and he could barely move on his own. His owner, who was also in a wheelchair, knew the pain of not being able to move freely. He refused to let his best friend suffer. But what no one knew is he was about to use his own struggle to fuel that incredible kindness. And what he did next will leave you completely speechless. How long do you want your mom alive? 10 days. Ignore. 100 years. Leave a like. Forever. Comment a heart emoji. Subscribe and share. Do everything. He went to his workshop and designed and built a custom wheelchair, perfectly fitted for his loyal companion. Now, the two of them can go on walks together, side by side. He didn't just bigger, he gave his dog the gift of freedom, proving that love can overcome any obstacle. This poor elderly woman accidentally fell in a diner, spilling her entire lunch on the floor. Instead of helping, these two women just pointed and laughed, thinking her struggle was hilarious. She was completely humiliated, but they had no idea a true hero was watching from the other side of the room. And what this little angel did next will restore your faith in humanity. How many years do you want your mom alive? 10 days. Ignore. 100 years. Leave like 600 years. Comment a heart emoji. Forever. Subscribe and share. Do everything. This sweet little girl rushed over without hesitation and helped the woman back to her feet, proving that kindness has no age limit. But the story doesn't end there. Just moments later, the waiter accidentally spilled a whole tray of drinks all over the mean girls, giving them exactly what they deserved. Karma is always watching. This poor woman was struggling after she dropped her crutch. The man with her was too busy on his phone to even notice she needed help. She thought she was completely invisible, but she had no idea a guardian angel was watching from the next table. And what this little girl did next will restore your faith in humanity. How many years do you want your parents alive? 10 days? Ignore. 100 years? Leave a like. 600 years? Comment a heart emoji. Forever. Subscribe and share. Do everything. The little girl rushed over to help without a second thought. To thank her for her incredible kindness, the woman gave the little angel a special gift. The girl's huge smile turned a moment of struggle into one of joy, proving that heroes come in all sizes. This woman was furious when her dog stole her last piece of bread and ran away in the middle of a rainstorm. She chased him down the street, thinking he was just being a bad boy and that her lunch was ruined. But she had no idea her dog wasn't being naughty. He was on a mission to be a hero. And what he did next will leave you completely speechless. How many years do you want your mom alive? 10 days. Ignore. 100 years. Leave a like. 600 years. Comment a heart emoji. Forever. Subscribe and share. Do everything. The dog ran straight to a homeless person sitting in the cold and gave them the bread. When the owner finally caught up, she wasn't angry anymore. Inspired by her dog's incredible kindness, she gave the person her umbrella and some money to help, restoring her faith in humanity. These cruel teenagers laughed at this poor grandma and snatched her only meal away. She felt completely invisible and heartbroken. But what no one knew is that she was eating there to remember her late father who passed away in that exact seat. She thought humanity was gone. How many years do you want your mom alive? 10 days. Ignore. 100 years. Leave a like. 600 years. Comment a heart emoji. Forever. Subscribe and share. But then they returned with a huge feast. They weren't stealing, they were upgrading her lunch. Her smile said it all. This poor girl was starving and had to eat leftovers to survive, but the waiter snatched the plate away. She was heartbroken, but what no one knew is that she's been all alone ever since her father passed away. He always treated her like a princess. How many years do you want your mom alive? 10 days? Ignore. 100 years? Leave a like. Forever. Subscribe and share. She thought she was in trouble, but the waiter was actually a guardian angel. He surprised her with a fresh feast, proving humanity still exists. This homeless pregnant woman was terrified when the priest approached her with the collection plate. She felt so ashamed because she had nothing to give. But what no one knew is that she was praying to her late father for a miracle to save her unborn baby. She thought she was completely alone. How many years do you want your mom alive? 10 days. Ignore. 100 years. Leave a like. 600 years. Comment a heart emoji. Forever. Subscribe and share. Do everything. Suddenly, the priest did the unthinkable. Instead of taking, the whole church filled the bag with cash just for her. When he slid it over, he proved that God was listening.